everybody, and welcome to part 2 of What If Izuku Midoriya was a member of the Nova Corps. If you haven't seen the previous part, there will be a link in the description below and an annotation above to a playlist. If you're new around, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoy the video, leave a like to show your support and show me that you want more in this series. Before I start, I want to remind you guys I have a Discord server, so if you guys want to chat to me, you can always do it through there. And I want to thank Kid Zeus Studios for suggesting this series, link to his channel in the description below and annotation above. In the last episode, Midoriya used the supernova helmet that he got from his father to get into UA and explore a bit the universe. After getting to UA, a bit of time passes before the first day at the institution arrives. Midoriya gets ready to go to UA while putting his shoes on. His mom asks, "You're sure you have everything you need, right? You didn't just pack action figures. Do you have the helmet?" Midoriya says, "I have everything, Mom. And yes, I packed the helmet. Bye." Before Midoriya can leave, though, his mom says, "Wait, Izuku. I'm very proud of you. I'm sorry for not supporting you earlier, but I'm glad your father did." Inko starts crying a bit. Midoriya goes in and hugs her. He then backs off, smiles at her, and says goodbye to leave for school. A while later, Midoriya runs through the halls of UA looking for his class, muttering 1A, 1A, where's class 1A? He finds a massive door, and before opening it, he thinks to himself, "I'm one step closer to achieving my dream." Midoriya opens the door. The first thing he hears is Ida saying, "Take your feet off that desk now. If it's the first thing, you're already disrespecting this academy by scuffing school property, you cretin." Bakugo retorts, "You're kidding me, right? Did your old school put a stick up your ass, or were you born with it?" Ida calms down a bit and says, Let's start over. "I'm Tenya Ida from the Somei Private Academy." Bakugo says, "Somei, huh? So you must think you're better than me. I'm going to have fun tearing you a new one." Ida, surprised, stumbles back and says, "You would threaten me? Your own classmates? Are you sure you're in the right place?" Bakugo scoffs and leans back, noticing Midoriya, who is standing at the door. Bakugo stares at Midoriya with murderous intent. Ida looks where Bakugo is looking, and seeing Midoriya says, "It's you." Everyone looks at Midoriya for a moment and then resumes their private conversations. Midoriya nervously says, "Hi," while looking away. Ida starts making his way towards Midoriya, saying, "Good morning, my name is Tenya Ida from the..." Midoriya interrupts him and says, "Yeah, I know. My name is Izuku Midoriya. It's super nice to meet you." Ida stops and says, "Midoriya, not only did you pass the entrance exam, but you realized there were other parameters they were judging us on. I must admit, you are far superior to me as a student." Ida is about to refuse the claims when Uraka comes up behind Midoriya. Uraka says, "Hey, I recognize that messed up hair. Fall Boy! So you passed the exam." Uraka doesn't recognize him because she didn't know he was wearing the Nova helmet, like he doesn't recognize him without the helmets. Uraka asks, "What do you think we'll be doing today besides orientation? I wonder what our teachers are like. I can't wait to meet them." Aizawa then comes up behind her, scaring the students, saying, "If you're just here to make friends, might as well pack your stuff now. Welcome to UA's Hero Course." Aizawa gets up from the floor and continues speaking, saying, "It took 8 seconds before you all shut up. That's not going to work. Time is precious. Rational students would understand that." Everyone stares at Aizawa, wondering who he is. Aizawa says, "Right, let's get to it." He grabs his sports uniform from his sleeping bag and says, "Put these on and meet me outside." Outside, Aizawa tells the students that they will be doing a Quirk Assessment Test. Uraka says, "But orientation, we're gonna miss it." Aizawa says, "If you really want to make the big leagues, you can't waste time on pointless ceremonies. Here at UA, we are not tethered to tradition. That means I get to run my class however I see fit." The class is a bit surprised at this statement. Aizawa turns to them and says, "You have been taking standardized tests all of your lives, but you never got to use your quirks in physical exams before. The country's still trying to pretend that we are all created equal by not letting those with the most power excel. That's not rational. One day, the Ministry of Education will learn." Aizawa turns to Midoriya and says, "Midoriya, you managed to score the most points in the entrance exam. What was your farthest softball throw in middle school?" Midoriya answers, 56 meters if I'm not mistaken. Aizawa tells Midoriya to use his quirk, and gives him a softball. Midoriya puts on the helmet and gets in the circle, while Baku grits his teeth. Midoriya throws the ball, and using a Nova Energy Blast to get it to go faster, the ball reaches 735.2 meters. Kaminari says, 735.2 meters? Are you kidding me? Mina says, "I want to go, that looks like fun." And Zero says, "Nice, we get to use our quirks as much as we want." Aizawa says, "So this looks like fun, huh? Let's make this more interesting then. The one with the worst score will be expelled immediately." And the whole class gets scared. Uraka says, "But that's not fair. Even if it wasn't the first day, you can't just expel us. We worked hard to get here." Aizawa responds to her comment by pointing out that the world isn't fair and that he wants the students to prove themselves. For the actual test, Midoriya does extremely well. In the 15-meter dash, he manages to do it in 4.2 seconds using the helmet to boost himself, kind of like flight but on the ground. This is even faster than Ida. For the strength grip, he manages to pull 264 kilograms. In the long jump, he misses the sand pit since he can fly. Then all that's left is the repeated side step jumps, the distance run, and the sit-ups and the seated toe touch, which all he does pretty well in. After all those tests, Aizawa shows the scores. Midoriya got second place, only after Yaoyorozu, who could make items to help her out in every single test. Like, the helmet is not going to help him for stretching. Aizawa says, "And as for who is going home, Minoru Mineta, get your things and get to the principal's office. You are expelled. Effective immediately." Yaoyorozu says, "You were serious about that?" "Serious?" Aizawa answers, 100%. And he leaves saying, "Pick up a syllabus and then you can head home. I'll see you all tomorrow." Bakugo, mad that Midoriya beat him, jumps in to attack Midoriya. Midoriya flies into the air to evade the attack, and after Bakugo finishes attack, Midoriya lands on the ground and takes off the helmets. After school, Midoriya and Ida walk side by side to the station, talking to each other on the way. Midoriya says, "So yeah, I had no idea there were rescue points. I just acted reflexively and went in to save her." What was her name again? Uraka runs up behind them. "Hey, wait up, you two! Are you going to the station? I'll join you guys." Ida says, "Oh, you're the Infinity Girl." Uraka says, "I'm Ochako Uraka. Let's see, you're Tenya Ida, and your name's Deku, right?" Midoriya says, "Deku?" Uraka says, "That's what Bakugo called you earlier." Midoriya says, "Oh yeah, that's something Bakugo calls me to insult me, make fun of me. My name is actually Izuku Midoriya." Uraka says, "I still think Deku sounds cool. It gives me a vibe like you can do anything." Midoriya says, "Deku it is then." Ida says, "Just like that? You said it was an insult." Midoriya says, "My world has just been turned upside down." And the three of them go to the station. I hope y'all enjoyed that episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can always hit that like button to show your support. If you're new, please subscribe and join the notifications to get notifications on when I post. Reminder again, I have a Discord server, so you can go check it out. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, please make sure to leave them in the comments below or in the Discord. And until next time, bye!